Hello and welcome to this episode of No Blasters with me, Kieran Bartlett. Look at this. You see it? You enjoy it? Anyway, right. Today's episode, I'm joined on the couch in the Lazy Boys studio here with none other than our Kev and our most requested repeat guest ever, the wonderful Maw Bartlett. Jesus Christ, you're wanted. Right, anyway.
It goes well.
Take up all around your own door. Now, today's episode is sponsored by Doogie's Goodies, which is, of course, the home of all the treats, such as this fine lemon Madeira cake, a Madeira slice, if you will. I was about to make a nasty joke there, and I won't do it. I'll do it later. And also this coffee Madeira slice. Now, what I find with a Madeira cake, these go great with like a hot drink, like a wee tea or wee coffee. Do you know what goes great with? Wee skinny chai latte. There we go. We spiced milk. Now, if you go over to doogiesgoodies.com, you can order stuff like this. You can order big cakes. You can order custom cakes. You can get imagery and writing put on a cake. You can get it lasered on as well, so it's like printed. So whenever we were doing the Opera House there, Chloe got me a birthday cake out of there that was a big giant chocolate French fancy, which was a fucking great time. And we also got like cupcakes made that said Phantom of the Opera House on them, like printed, so they were class. We also, one of the lovely workers from Doogie's Goodies met us outside the Opera House on, I think, Saturday night and gave us extra chocolate cream chocolate French fancies. It's a great time. The main store is in Church Street in Ballymena. It looks like a nightclub. Go in there, check it out. They are opening a store. I'm not sure if it's open right now. I think it might be. It's going to be in Fountain Street, out the back of Boots downtown. That's where it's going to be. So a great old time. Get over to doogiesgoodies.com, give them 48 hours notice for all those special orders, and you can pick it up around shops around the province. So there's a list of shops on the website that are selling it. They're everywhere now. It's great. We love Doogie's Goodies. They love us. We're also sponsored today by the very best in male below the belt grooming. You want your pubes gone? Here, get over to manscaped.com. You're sick of seeing sick of your beardy balls? Get over to Manscaped, right? Manscaped.com provides the ultimate in straight up pube assassinry. Now, what I would say is, if you get over to Manscaped.com, use the code NOBLASTERS20. That's the word no blasters, all one word, and the number 20. No Blasters 20% off and free shipping. Highly recommend the Lawnmower 5.0, which is great for buzzing hairs away, pesky hairs. I know we're coming into the autumn. You want to be clean and crisp, don't you? You want to be like a wee autumn street. Get those leaves all swept up and then stamp through them on the floor, right? Hear them crunch. Get yourself a set of the ball wipes. It's a great time. It's good for just male hygiene, basically. Also, highly recommend the Weed Whacker if you're advancing in years, because it does your nose hair and your ears. I've recently had to start using the Weed Whacker on my nose. I won't lie. One thing I won't have is nose hair. It's one thing to have it. I won't have nose hair come down out of my nose. If I spot that, I'm having a bad day until I get my Weed Whacker. So go over to manscaped.com. Use the code NOBLASTERS20. We absolutely love it. They love us. What? No. Before we find out what that just was, let's tell you about our Patreon at patreon.com/NoBlasters. This is the home of No Blasters Extra Time, a whole podcast that comes out, whole podcast that comes out on Thursdays. All our specials are on there, and you would get pre-warning of things coming out, pre-announcements of shows, pre-announcements of things like the B Team, which is a sitcom pilot that I wrote, the BBC made a couple of years ago, and have ordained now to broadcast. Hopefully if enough people watch it, they make more, and I get paid. And listen, maybe there's a second Lamarok, we don't know. Maybe there's a second House, we don't know. Listen, go on the iPlayer, baby. It's on. Maybe I'll look after my mother. Yeah, it's on BBC. It's on BBC iPlayer. So go over and check out the B Team. It stars Jared McCabe, Joe Donnelly, and it's a great show, and I wrote it, and it's directed by David Moody, produced by Luke Mason, and BBC Studios. So a great time. It's funny, I believe, and I hope you enjoy it. It's on iPlayer if you haven't already seen it. It has been out, of course, on television. Perhaps you were one of the millions who've already seen it. But yes, it is out, so please watch. So let's get stuck in here. I'm gonna make a gift of one of these twos,
Right.
possibly
What do you
both.
want?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're giving
I don't
us one
think we're
between us?
given a choice.
No, I'm saying I'm gonna. You take out one for now. Just set it there. You don't have to.
This is so he don't have to deal with it.
I know that. I know.
I've just
covering the cake.
because I was trying to pass it there. Set it there.
My hands numb.
I wasn't
Can
saying to
lift
you. I'm
them?
saying to
My
him.
hands
That, oh, here it is. We're straight into the. I can do nothing. Look after me. No.
No.
She was wondering there
I
what
was only
camera she was
expecting
going to be in.
So you're mostly on that one.
I was
Oh, you're
only-
on that one. You're on that one,
Thank you.
Kev. You're
That's
on
what
that
I
one.
said. That's what I was asking if I had to look at that camera.
You know, just look at me. As
So
much
if
as you
I'm
can
looking at
stomach
you
it.
for 38 years.
Try to move your mouth with the microphone now here.
Oh no.
What mic am I meant to be on?
Shirley Bassey. Fucking
Tom Jones.
girl, feeling good.
You ever see Tom Jones doing that, like with a wee finger and all out?
Do you know what?
Then he just
do you know what
goes
me and
nuts.
Johnny were talking about the other day? Do you remember the song that Tom Jones did circa 2006, 2007 called Stoned in Love?
Nope.
It was a big bop.
Yeah.
It was a big.
Yeah. Because I'm stoned in love with you, is that it?
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking. Were you down the White Fort giving it right?
All right, son. I wrote it for him.
I got lost after Sex Bomb.
Oh,
That
man.
was me.
What
What year was that?
Fuck, 2003
I wait a wee minute. If I know it, it must be
It was-
an old
it was
one.
an old song,
Aye,
but
of
this
course
was-
it
do you know
was.
what this was?
I wouldn't have known
This
it
was
because
a- it was
I'm
a-
stoned in love with you.
But
That's
then
what
they did a Dante version of it
Of
with
course
him.
they did.
But he sang it. But we played it in Thief.
Did
it was
he
Johnny
have no
Brother.
stars coming out of his nose? Because he's like
I've
that
seen-
age. He
I've
would
seen a
probably
few
need
people-
manscaped stuff.
I've seen a few people with it, and it was always something. So I don't want to name anybody specific, but there was somebody that I worked with in the University of Ulster that had it, and it used to horrify me because they were. I swear to God, they were so far out that there'd be wee goobers.
Oh my God! Don't be so
I'm-
ignorant.
I'm not.
We
he was
cliffhangers.
being ignorant. What? We cliffhangers.
We
Yeah.
Sylvesters.
We fucking we Stallones. Oh man.
We Hans Gruber.
Yeah.
Hans Gruber? We
Yeah,
Hans
we
Gruber.
Gruber.
Is that what you're on about?
No, I said a wee goober.
Gruber.
Yeah.
Thought you meant like one hanging off, you know,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
watch.
yeah,
Watch coming loose.
yeah. Oh man. Just trying to drag Bonnie Bedelia out of his neb. Yeah. Unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah.
So great times. No, but it was so stinking. And then there was the first time I saw it. It was one of the when I was like 14 and we went on that school trip to Rome. One of the teachers from one of the other schools had a massive problem with it, and he would have had food and all stuck in his
Sneezed.
nose.
It was like a whiplash.
His nose hair, I swear to God, his nose hair looked like a Hitler tash, but it was all out of his nose, and he would have got like pasta sauce stuck in it and all.
Mate.
So it's like a thing that I've always remembered.
Is
So
that
it's-
what I came the whole way down here to listen to?
yes.
So as people say to him when he, don't pick at his food. Like,
Yeah, they're just saying don't pick any of that ragu out of your fucking smelly nose hair.
Snatter tagliatelle.
Oh, that's too far, I can. What? So speaking of stinking smells, right? I'm not gonna lie. See the stuff. So as you may know, I had a wisdom tooth out there 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
And they've packed it. They packed it last
If I'd
week.
known I'd have brought my violin with me, son, for this bit.
So, sure's your hand not too sore, right? Anyway, so I'm only joking. That's mean. Now, I will lash out if I'm attacked.
Wee rat
The-
corner.
They've packed it. They packed it with this. It's stuff. I was gonna say to you what it looks like is. Do you remember when Dad would have got he would have got like they're called bloodworms, and they were for feeding
For
fish
what?
with,
Oh, yes,
where
yes.
you break it off in like wee
Yeah,
bits.
yes,
It's sort of
yes.
like that. It looks like chewing tobacco, right? And they sort of wet it a bit, and they just jam it in, but it's all cloves and
Oh, yeah,
and they
yeah,
jam
yeah.
it into the wound, right?
Yeah.
When you have dry socket, right?
Is that what you've got?
I had it. I have a thing called osteomyelitis, Kevin.
What's that?
Inflammation of the bone.
Really?
But yeah, but on
Aye.
the jawbone. And
Yeah.
so they
But I thought you said you didn't have it. It wasn't a dry socket.
I didn't. It
is
wasn't
now?
for a few days.
became?
It became it. Yeah. So
They
the
say that's worse
that's-
than
that's-
a toothache.
so when when the blood clot that forms, it's all here. It's all. I hope you're having your breakfast now. It's when the. Hope you're having a
Your
big runny
Sunday
egg. Right. So when the.
Sunday roast with a blood clot on it.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
I hope you're. Anyway.
Bite into your KFC.
I hope you're having a wee granola, or yeah, you're biting into your hastily cooked KFC chicken fillet,
Cyst burger.
and as you bite into it, and I go, hey, It's just my tooth blood clot. Right, anyway. So my toothy clot.
Smells like an ingrown toenail.
Oh, mate, see at the minute. See at the minute.
Are you better now?
I am getting better, but see this thing, the stuff that they've packed in has so it's going to as it heals from the bone.
5-part cereal
that stuff
here.
comes out. That's you don't want to be eating cereal with.
I said this is a 5-part
No,
cereal.
I know, but this is so.
Day one.
This is mate, it stinks so bad, this stuff, because it's coming out in wee clumps now, right? But I swear to God, mate, it smells like a fucking pheasant's breath. It's unbelievable.
Pheasant's breath.
Jimmy.
Jesus.
Do you know what it
Jamie and
smells like?
sweet.
Do you know that thing that they used to make in Victorian times called an oven bird? Where you would take like a quail and put it into a chicken, and then put a chicken into a turkey,
They
and
do
so
that
on.
now, don't they?
This here is like taking a fucking robin and putting it into a crow. You microwaved it. Yeah, you've tried to do a micro bird. Birds you shouldn't eat. That sounds like a fucking fish with a
rook.
sun would have run. Like,
Give me 10 rook.
yeah, give me.
Fuck. Can I have a rook burger? Do you southern fried rook burger? Why is the meat on this black?
Because it's a wagtail, son. I feel like I've got a wren stuck in my dry salad. Anyway, it's fucking...
Thrush fries. Can I have the loaded thrush? That's something else.
Oh my God. So stinking. So here, what was it like in the 60s?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. We wouldn't have talked about things you talk about in front of your mother. Tell you what, though.
What, Carly?
Oh Jesus! So here, what's the crack? What's going on, comedy?
I don't do comedy.
I know, I'm joking. But that's something I say to people. When
I know you
I'm
do. I know.
Um,
I was trying to get on there, but you didn't pick up on it, so that's all right.
There's a clump of this coming out now. I can feel it. It's absolutely.
And would you
jiving.
butter it and put it on a wee cracker or anything?
You could pat it on.
Are you done now with the dentist?
I might have to go get this packing taken out and replaced,
And that'll be it.
and that should be it. Yeah,
Thank
because
God for that.
it is healing. Like, but it's been stinking. It smells so bad right now. Like my breath.
Have
is
you
death,
have you
like.
tried to make it smell worse? Have you like thought of putting it on a hot
Blue cheese
skillet
in
or
it or
something? A young buck.
I've been washing it out with chlorhexidine, which she was saying yesterday.
Sounds good.
Sounds like somebody on the false road. Chlorhexidine. You're wanted. Your dinner's it. Chlorhexidine.
And what else is in it? Clove and what? Because you just said clove, but is it like
I know.
grain-based packing?
It's sort of it literally it looks like chewing tobacco. It's like a
Right, right.
paste, like a sort of grainy paste, and they just jam it in.
See, there's weird things that you don't know about until there's something wrong, right? Because one of the times when Dad was in the hospital, there was an old man, older than me, and the thing, his wound wasn't healing, and they actually put maggots into it. And that was only like, no, now wait a wee minute, that's only like in the year 2000, in the 2010s.
Yeah.
Well, it would
So it
do
wasn't.
bl-
It wasn't in
leeching
the
as well, wouldn't
60s.
it?
What?
know.
Put leeches on you to
That's
draw
they
the
put
blood.
leeches. They would have used
Aye,
leeches
on
on rugby
cauliflower ears,
players'
yeah.
ears.
Yeah.
to-
Yeah.
you know.
Maggots in the wound's pretty fucking
But
gross.
apparently
Like,
it was one of the things that
Makes
I
me
used to
think of
say to
Gladiator.
us, wasn't it?
stop acting.
Stop
Stop
acting
acting
a
the maggot. And then
Yeah.
me and our daggy thought about it one day. I was like, we couldn't, no, just like fucking all. So
Jacket in was always a good
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I used to enjoy Jacket in.
the
As
worst
a-
one was
as a-
the
as a
flick,
fuck up.
the flick on the ear when you were fucking about in mass
Yeah.
on a cold morning, just out of nowhere,
The hard flick.
just that,
Yeah.
and you could feel the pulse on the tip of your
Well,
ear.
like talking about the kind of things we would have laughed at in mass. Remember the man had his head down?
Oh,
And the
aye.
two of us near slid
Oh,
down the
hold
wall
on.
because he looked like a
No,
man
he
with
looked
no
like
head.
no head.
From
This
the
wee
back.
man was praying
Yeah.
and he had his head down, all you could
But
see.
his shoulders were way up and his head started here. Do you know what I mean? He was one of them people, his neck. Sorry, I know. So his neck started in his tits, and well, it did.
Old
That's
chest
why.
head.
That's why his head was so sunk down. But he was kneeling down, and he looked like the headless horseman.
Remember
Like,
the day I got you to actually walk out of the communion
yes.
night?
Was that
The blind mice.
the black? Yeah. So there was this woman. Kept made me leave mass in front of everybody. So we're
was
going
so
up for.
good.
we're going off for communion, and there's a woman.
She had a white woolen coat on. She had sunglasses on. And she had a cane. And as she turned round, he's right in front of me, and I just goes, 3 blind mice. Right? He lost
I lost my mind.
shit.
There was also...
Do you know that laugh you do where it's like...
I know, yeah, where it goes, yeah. If I'm really sunk, you'll get like a...
all over the chapel.
I had to get out. I had to actually leave.
And I think the best bit was you were like second
It's really close to the priest.
Yeah.
I was really close up. Like, yeah, it was fucking brutal. Oh, fun times. I also remember there was a time when you said about the spy as well. So there was another woman was wearing like a she literally looked like a spy from World War II France, and he just yeah, and she had like like they were like old timey, you know those glasses that have like they look like a coat, like yeah, and they have a band on there, and then like there's a bit here. It looks like a headlight. It looks like the actual lens is like fixed in like a headlight fixing.
Yeah, leather thing.
Yeah, and he just goes, "Look at the spy," and I was just like, I had to get out again.
You're bound to have some cracking mass stories, haven't you?
I wasn't allowed to laugh.
All the
at
prods.
Master. They never used.
Aye, we weren't allowed to laugh either.
Still did it. Yeah, fucking. What are you gonna do about it? Read St. Paul to me. What are you gonna do?
Look at the last person that laughed. Look at the dead to him. Jesus Christ, literally.
Oh man, what are you gonna do? Read St. Paul to me? That's fucking unbelievable. Oh man, great times. So what was I gonna say? So what have you been up to the last couple of weeks?
I have been.
You've been gigging flat out.
Been gigging flat out, but I've got a gig coming up on the 14th of October in the Limelight, where I'm opening for Creed Bratton.
Nice.
From
From
the office
the
fame.
US office.
Yeah. So I've been getting
What's
myself.
his show? Is it music
Music
or
and
comedy?
comedy.
Yeah,
they
both.
said.
I think he comes out and does the stories and then does his own music. He was a musician before he was
Right.
ever on there, like years and years ago. But like guy's a stalwart. He just keeps going. You know what I mean?
Loving it.
Yeah.
14th of October.
That's 14th of October in the Limelight.
This
So
will be out just before that.
get your tickets.
Yeah.
Come down and see us, and it's on a Monday night too. So what else are we
Lovely.
gonna be doing?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So Mastermind and
We were just talking about that. Was that off air? We were talking about that.
yeah.
What?
So I
Your-
that I
your
tried to
quizzes.
call you last night to arrange this, and
Yes.
I called it an
The
opportune moment
minute,
because there's
Monday
an hour and a
night,
half of
everybody in
quizzes.
the family knows Monday
I
night's
didn't.
quiz night, right?
Yeah,
7:30, mastermind.
What's your special subject?
Things nobody else knows. Right?
What a fucking brilliant! What a fucking brilliant answer! Oh, that's fucking great.
So
What's the atomic weight of cobalt when it's mixed with fish?
you can answer anything because there's no, they'll not know the answer, right?
Things nobody else knows.
And then I watch.
University Challenge.
No,
oh,
no,
Only
no,
Connect.
no, only connected. Very,
Right.
very, very few things you would get in that.
I fucking hate
The,
that.
no, well, the last bit, I like the last bit because it's the missing vowels round. So she gives you a thing and she gives you a topic, so more or less you can work them out, right?
Right.
And then University Challenge, which if you get 2 of them, sure you're flying.
Here.
Not when you were there. When you
Oh.
were there, he used to sit
Old
and we
2
had
feet.
everybody got marked
Don't get
out.
on as
Guess
if I
who
did
won?
it. You
Guess who
wanted
won
this.
every week?
Right?
Every
I
week.
did win most weeks.
I don't think
Dr. Bartlett won it.
anybody ever asked him to keep score though.
Oh, you
Nobody
did.
else in the keep
Or
scoring, he
Sheena
just
did.
did it himself. You're an our Sheila.
you know.
Sure, our Sheila still keeps scoring phones you and tells you how many she got right. She lives on her own. You know what I mean? She should get them all right. She goes, how many did you get? I got 19. No, you didn't. You lying bitch.
No, you didn't. You lying bitch. Unbelievable.
The bloody thing's not on long enough to get 19. You know what I mean? But Sheila gets 19.
I haven't watched University Challenge in a while. I fucking hate Only Connect though. I hate it hard. Like
It's
Your brain has
it's,
to work a different way to get only
it's-
connect.
it doesn't.
It
doesn't.
definitely
No, you
does.
it's a
watch
quiz for people that do cryptic crosswords.
what do you call
and
it?
I
Yes.
prefer
the brains of
The
Britain
quick
as
ones.
well. wasn't that a show?
Brains
Where-
of Britain.
I
Aye, and the
Kieran
fucking-
thought he
but-
was.
But wasn't that like all convoluted way of getting around the,
That's what Kieran thought he was. Did anyone else? No, just me.
you know what I mean? They start off with like talking about Rice Krispies and they get the like a million miles away from it.
Well, I
Did
don't,
we
I
talk
don't
last
know.
time about how that there was a quiz that I did win back in the day, in a live setting, where and then when I brought my trophy home for it, that you
The
were
raw-
yeah, oh why so it had right, so oh fuck you, right, so it had
I know.
you were delighted with this trophy. It was him and our deck.
Hold on, wait a minute. Which trophy are we
My
talking
top
about?
of the form trophy
The
that
top
had
of the form trophy.
it
but
had
Sponsored
the
by-
RUC
sponsored
badge
by
on
the
it.
RUC. I was thrilled to bits.
It was a cross community quiz, and so it was 2 children from my primary school, including me, and 2 children from Lisburn Primary. So it was an emu cross community. You know,
Across
we're
a
all the
park.
same, so we are.
Across
quiz.
a barricade, shot
Oh,
all
yeah.
gunman. RUCACU.
And we and then when I was in first year at Aquinas, the next level of that was on, which we also won, which I think I have talked about on here.
And who was sponsored? What was?
I think then it was. I think when I was first year in uni, it was still called the RUC. Sorry, first year at school.
Because they were
'Cause-
doing police work because they are. You say?
Yeah, so we controversial. We
I only say I was
I know,
only saying.
we
I was only
went-
trying to
but that was
get
that was
over
2
what I
people.
said before.
That was a first and second year from Aquinas, including me, and a first and second year from Inst.
And who won?
Us,
The
our
Fenians
team.
won again.
No, our team. No, we're together. You're 4 in a team.
I was waiting on them saying they win everything. They
Wait,
give them
shall we-
everything.
So I got so when I won when I
They
won
just
the
have to
primary-
ask for it and they get it.
When we won the primary school one, we got the wee trophy, and I think they gave us like a voucher, like a £10 or £20 voucher for, I want to say HMV or something
I
like
bet
that.
you your photo wasn't in the Lisburn Star.
No, it
No, they
wasn't.
wouldn't have put that in.
And
So
I
we
was
Fenians down the road.
I was in the Lisburn Star when I played Joseph in St Anne's Nativity.
Sweet Jesus.
Um,
You had to get that
A
in.
rousing performance of Joseph. I went method. I actually lived in the desert for 3
Was that
weeks.
the one where you had the wee fella with the rope around his neck
Yep.
and you near choking?
I nearly-
Was that the
yep.
year? Is that,
Now.
that was the
The
year.
wee
he
fella was the donkey and he had a rope around his neck and he's tugging him across the
He wouldn't
stage.
fucking move.
He wouldn't move, so he tugged him down him.
There's a bit where we're supposed to we're doing the journey to Bethlehem.
Jesus, Mary,
we
and
can't
the
do
dead
that standing
donkey.
still. We're supposed to go this way, that way, this way. I still remember the choreography. It was very easy to remember.
I'm sure
Come
you
this way,
remember
that
the
way,
lines
this way.
as well.
And they
Come
were
on, you wee
singing.
donkey.
They were singing "Little Donkey." So like all the kids are going, "Little donkey, little
Kieran's
donkey,"
hanging
and my
him.
donkey's fucking standing there going. I'm like, will you fucking come on? We have to get
he
here.
method. Have you ever tried?
With
moving
the
a donkey?
We have to get to Bethlehem.
with
You're
the fucking
standing there in the middle
with
of
the
fucking
writer
Lisburn.
names in this big book, you ginger bastard. Now come on, yank. You know what I mean? So,
It was never the same.
do you know why Mary was Mary? Because her name was actually Mary. That's why she was selected to
makes
be
sense.
Mary, because her
Is that
name
right?
was Mary. She didn't have any lines in the play, which
Why?
again, look,
Because-
you wouldn't get away with that now, having females in key roles with no lines. I had a wee speech and all. I fucking nailed
Of
it.
course, you had some.
that he had written himself.
I
I
here.
guarantee it.
It was ad libbed. Now we
Off the cuff.
I inhabited the character and I interpolated my own text.
Is
Now-
that the year that you were kept leaving? You kept doing wee dumps everywhere because you were method.
Was that the
You
year
were like
the
a
kid?
carpenter, just doing wee jobs all over the
Say-
house.
Was that? I don't see them. Was that same
No,
play?
no, that was P7. That was way worse. Oh, we'll get to that. But here, when I won the quiz in first year, I've talked about this. Do you know what the prize
He
was?
loves this, doesn't he? Many times
love
does he
this.
mention when I won my quiz?
Do you want to know what I won it with? True story.
Probably
No,
an
it
was
answer,
also
an answer
one of-
that I would have given
one-
on.
One of the answers. So, and we ended
You
up. This
actually
is true
remember
story.
the question?
Yeah, because it went to
Jesus
sudden
Christ,
death.
oh,
And
It
the-
went to
and
sudden
the
death.
answer I probably gave him. Go on.
It went to
Because it was
sudden
one of
death,
my
and
answers
it was
out of
what K. Started with what
Mastermind.
K,
Special.
and we knew it was gonna be animals. And I knew everyone would buzz in and say kangaroo, but I buzzed in and said koala, and it was correct. I buzzed in at what K? Koala.
Victory.
And do you know what we
I
got?
was going to say Kevin or Kev.
Do you know what I got for it? Do you know what I got for it?
Where'd
They
you
didn't
get some?
say what smelly wild beast. They
doogies.
said what animal. No,
A Doogies.
I got a fucking. This is the most pointless gift to give to an 11-year-old. A Hewlett Packard electronic personal organizer.
The wee palm thing.
It was fucking shite.
You loved that.
No, but it was
You
No,
had-
he
shite.
didn't. He didn't. It was awful.
Here, he had he had spreadsheets and all that. You know what I mean? Fucking loved it.
I wonder if Tokyo is awake yet,
Kevin. Yeah.
Find out on the PA.
I can send a facsimile.
But we so in P7 there was a play. So I was off the week that the parts were given out, and when I came back I had been given like a part, just like, you know, you're one of the many angels in this, and I was like, my balls, I'm a fucking lead actor. But so then what they did was the kid who was playing the lead couldn't remember any of the lines, and so they re-auditioned for that part.
And you
me
got it.
No, me and the guy who is now the Belfast food blogger, Conor Hogan, went for this part, and Conor got it, but then Conor was playing the main character's dad, so I got the main character's dad part. Show stealer.
What was the play?
It was some shite that one of our teachers had written about some kid
Oh.
who saw a magic trumpet in the pawn shop window. Ricky had seen the magic. I would have followed the star in the sky. Load of bollocks, right? And they wrote the songs and all. It was trash, but here, I was brilliant in it. I came out, but sorry, when we were doing our audition practice in the house, there was a line in it which was where
I don't say it.
Where I
I
can't
don't
see
say
them.
them. Where I can't say
But
them.
like-
So the actor.
where I can't see them.
them.
And she's
No,
going,
do it
no, say
again.
it like this. Where I can't see them, and I'd go, right, where I can't see them, and she's going, what you fucking? You know what I mean? It was great. It's
How
very.
you
It was a
saying
nurturing
where?
environment. What?
How were you saying where?
Where I can't see that. Curb
Right.
stomp.
Here's something now. Here's telling you now about how children that would have been in P7 in your day and the difference in children now, right? So our Sheila was teaching a class last week about the start of the First World War and the assassination of Franz Ferdinand and his wife Sophie. And they're all into it, right? They're thinking it's great. But then she gives them, you know, you have to write this out. So she has the picture of the two of these lying in state.
Sheila, was this the assassination carried out by
Right,
Gavrilo
Prince.
Princip,
That's it.
member
Young
of the
Bolshevik?
Bosnian-
the Black Hand? I
That's
believe they were
it.
called.
That's the very ones, right?
I can't remember.
Will you
I
shut up and stop
don't
showing
know-
off?
I don't know. Some of these facts may be confused because my mouth smells like a turkey's asshole.
This just shows you the way things have moved on, right?
Right.
So she has the picture printed out of these two lying in state. And one of the kids thought she was being real sensible and goes, Miss, how did they get that photo? And Sheila went, what do you mean? There was no phones in those days. And Sheila went, no, but there was cameras. All right.
I wait for
But how did they send it to people?
I think it shows somebody was thinking. You know what I mean? They
The
just
kid thought she was a real sensible.
It shows
question.
somebody here.
It also
You can
shows
pl-
the
you
way
can-
life has moved on.
You can play solitaire, but you can play it with 50 cards. Like, and you'll never be right. Do you know what I mean? That's mental.
Well, that was the question. And
Jesus
like, you know,
Christ.
but it
Ha-
just
do
shows
you know
you
what's
the way
weird?
things have moved on.
You know, this is like a hand gesture accepted all over the world. Forgive me a ring.
For-
You know, kids now don't have it. They go like that.
yeah,
Isn't that weird?
and
Like,
they can never hang up.
yeah, you can never do an ivory hang up.
Fuck you. You know.
You go, Robin! Kabloop. Shite. There's no satisfaction.
What's
in
the
that.
biggest thing that you've seen changed?
My face when I look in the mirror.
What's the biggest thing you've seen change? Is it the width of the street, Sheila? You know.
Probably.
There's no wires above the buses, Kieran.
No, probably in all seriousness, probably children playing out in the street.
It's weird.
You
isn't
don't
it?
see even yous would have went out and
Yeah, yeah.
played, and you know, your life was. And I don't mean your life, but you know, in my day, you played skip and you
outside,
did all
yeah.
that. You still did that, as we know how famous you are for your tennis and football skills
Here.
in Moore Park,
You here.
as the world knows.
You see if they were handing out medals for fucking volleys in the Blackshore area.
You
This
would get
guy,
it,
I'm-
absolutely. You would never in that same street.
No.
Now, I know that most of the residents now are older, but there
Yeah.
are young people living
Yeah,
in
but
the
even the
street,
ones
and you
Ron's
wouldn't
age
see
weren't
their
out,
children out playing.
weren't out half as much as we would have been.
You know what I
like,
mean?
yeah.
Because they're sitting on their phones or their laptops or whatever they're doing, or
We're
their
on
games.
the iPad, Sheila. Do you want a
Knock
can
you
of
out.
pop?
You asked me what the things
Kid
I'd
in our
seen.
street had an iPad before the rest of us, but I think he had an operation.
Our last week, our Kev went down to see our Kieran's big show in the Opera House.
Oh,
right?
it was a big show.
And
So good.
He went
Smashed
to get sweets,
Right?
and he handed
Oh,
the
mate,
girl
I
the
made
money, and
myself
she
sound like an
actually
old
went.
Bastard.
Oh, the old-fashioned way,
Why? What did you hand her? Shillings?
cash.
Aye,
No, a
two
note.
groats and a turnip. Fuck me. Like,
Jam jars. Jam jars. You know the one. It was.
What is that?
The joke is the American guy who came here, and there was 12
yeah,
was 12 pennies in a shilling,
Yeah.
right? So it was a penny to get into the cinema. It was a penny or a jam jar, and he handed in a shilling,
Wow,
and they
jam
give him
jar,
11 jam jars change.
that's good.
But
Oh,
seriously, she actually said that to him. Oh, the old-fashioned
and I
way.
goes, and then I made myself sound like an even older old bastard. You know what? Somebody goes, "Oh, I don't do those newfangled things." Fuck right. And I goes, I says, yeah, I says, I've never done it with the Apple Pay. You know, people doing it on their, and I'm going, and people doing it, youngsters doing it on their phones and all now. You know, and then I'm going,
Get into your box, Kev.
I did ask her though, did she accept Switch and could I get some cash back?
How did you feel about the show?
Great.
It was good.
Great.
wasn't
I think one of my the line that is stuck in my head and I can't get rid of it is,
it? I've got you.
I don't know, is
The line that's stuck in my head is what did you say again?
You know, he was talking to me about it on the right
I think it
now.
was $4.50 for a box of Maltesers. What? The song, the don't fucking touch me, and then the line about the rat club.
Yeah, don't place your fucking rat claws on my body for a selfie. Yeah. Great days. What a time.
The music on it was outstanding.
Well, we got free ice cream.
Oh, aye.
Victory.
Yes, we
did
got
it.
free ice cream.
Somebody, yeah,
because
that was amazing.
We were sitting at the break because we didn't want to miss anything, you know, and go outside.
Oh, yeah.
And two of your fans came over and tapped us on the back and went, Maw Bartlett and our
Oh,
Kev.
mate. A wee selfie.
We are great fans. Now, they didn't say they were fans of yours.
Oh, right. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
They said Maw Bartlett and our Kev.
In your own
We
right.
are great
Yeah.
fans.
Love it.
Right?
In your own right.
A wee,
Yeah. Did they-
honeycomb and a wee strawberry.
Yes.
Did you?
Love it.
So we talked yesterday. So there's been an advance, right? So we talked yesterday with Aaron Butler because he was there the night you were there,
Yes.
and about the people who left because they were there to see. There was like 8 or 9 people left.
Yeah.
I found out last night that at one of the shows there was a bus of 28 who left.
No way.
Yeah, now I should have been told that last week, but I was insulated. Right, so
Oh my God.
because I haven't been.
Now the group of
Right,
8
I
were
don't know.
women all older than me, if you
Yeah.
could believe that.
Well,
That
wait
there
to
was
hear
people
this.
that are older than
Wait
me,
to hear this.
and they left at the break
Well, see, I think that's kind
with the words, "He's not even funny."
No need. I should be shielded from that. Shield me.
I wasn't going to say that, but I had to
That hurts
because
me.
you were digging me all day. So
Nah,
I thought
fuck 'em.
I'll tell
Fuck
you,
'em.
you're
Right,
not
but
even
here.
funny.
So see them, and I went fuck.
Do you
them
know why you
because-
weren't even funny? Because they didn't understand the word you were saying.
Well,
It was
this
that
is-
filth.
Well, listen, fuck them, right? With those ones, I go
Sheer
fuck them.
filth.
See with this church group, because it was
It
a
wasn't,
bus
was it?
from a church, right?
Oh, sweet
Now-
Jesus. And
now,
it
listen.
wasn't a Fenian
Now
church
listen,
either.
no. Now listen, this is right. So because I haven't been 100%, I was insulated. People insulated me. So Dom and Chloe and Ian and Johnny took all the bullets last week, and all I had to do was keep myself right. So I was talking about this. We're having a wee regimen. Was this on the Butler episode we talked about the regimen, or was that on the Patreon? I can't remember. The wee regimen. So like a wee
regime,
a wee plan.
All right, okay, right.
For getting on stage, which was like it involved a hot water bottle, my tooth clip, headphones, backwards airplane pillow, right, all kinds of things, right. And I'd go in and sit in the dressing room for 40 minutes.
Jesus, you're so freaking precious.
Oh, here.
Oh,
tell you what,
a wee pillow.
Didn't it work out? It came on
You
stage
have
every
a
night.
pillow and a hot water bottle. You sound
right?
like our Sheila.
I was covered in
I need a
fucking.
hot water bottle.
I was covered in fucking deep heat, right?
Oh, I know
Now,
that. If you could smell it from
right.
the stage. We
So-
were way back
so-
halfway up the place.
So I heard.
I said
so,
to him, "Is that deep heat?" No, sorry.
so
go
I was
ahead.
I was released, or I was not released. I was insulated from. I have also recently been released, but I was
All the mayhem that was going on.
I was insulated from any
Your
the
mask out there?
fucking microphone's not working, or the
Right,
fucking
okay.
lights, right? I was all bullets that other people took from me, right? But I didn't get told about this boss until last night, right? And apparently there was 28 people
Oh my
there
god!
to see the Phantom of the Opera, and they were fucking horrified. As soon as,
I'm sure they
as soon
were.
as
As soon as you walked out,
even before I started, they were horrified. They knew that that moment when
know
Rachel
before
and
it
Heather knew
started?
they fucked up was when Johnny's message said, "Nah, I'm only fucking messing yous." That Kieran Bartlett, make some noise for Kieran motherfucking Bartlett. That's when they knew they fucked up, and they
good.
tried to get their money back. Apparently now. Now, let me say this about that Kieran Bartlett Industries. I'm almost on the verge of finding out where they're from and giving them it back, right? But the Opera House told them
find
to fuck
out where
off.
they're from and send them all a box of goodies, doogies.
Doogie's Goodies, yeah.
Say sorry about that. There's your consolation prize.
Do you know what I might do?
And
I
you know
might
what
just
you
send
could
them a few
get?
empty boxes.
You could get them to do the
Find out where they're from.
cupcakes that Kevin and me didn't get that you were bumming the load about with the Opera
Did
House.
you
thing.
get one?
I got
Did you
one.
Kev got
Did
one.
I get one?
Do you know why you
Did
didn't?
I get one that
Were you there on
Wednesday?
Wednesday? No.
No, I was there on Tuesday.
Well, they only came in on Wednesday.
You
weren't
could have
gifted
brought
one?
me one up. I only lived down the
I
road. Did
could
you
have
run
br-
up
you
the road?
cou- no,
Did
I
you give
didn't,
him
Sheila.
one and say, "Here, take that home to my mama"? Tell her thanks
Did
very
he lift
much
one
for
for you?
coming down
Did the
last
girls lift
night.
one for you?
I wasn't.
The girls were. They all got cupcakes.
I'm not a
Did,
bun
they,
thief.
did you give Anne and say, "Here, take that up to my mama"?
I did,
She'll
and,
like
and
that for
I
her
said
supper.
I said to Aileen and Sheila and Kevin, there's an extra one each to give to Mum, and they
You
must
did
have
me
all
arch.
eaten them.
She didn't say that.
They must have all
She'll
eaten them.
like that for her supper. Fucking sitting around a candle.
I know,
Keep 'em warm.
sitting like Scrooge in
I
front
am
of the
with my
fire.
wee bowl.
with
I
a-
always keep
with-
a wee bowl at the
with
side
a wee
of the
bowl, a wee bowl of gruel at the side of the
I
fire.
keep it at the side of the fire
Yeah.
all day for just in case, you know.
Wee giblet in it.
looking up at her fucking cobweb covered slave bell up in the corner. Fucking.
All my
Oh,
slaves,
it must be Marley. Marley's in.
all my slaves moved out.
So,
So the bell doesn't ring
So-
anymore.
so, I this is true. So I think they went at halftime. 28 people. That's like a tenth
Do
of
what
the
to
crowd.
do.
Right?
See the money that you were going to give them back. Spend it and get a sign written on Black Mountain that says "fuck you" on it.
So they went out and asked for their money back, and the Opera House told them to fuck off.
Wait a wee minute. Wait a wee minute. If you had, as I have said before, did anybody think that you were a giant in the SSC?
No. Well, some people.
So why
did,
did
yeah.
people?
No.
Why did then people think that you were going? When they look, you only had to look at the picture.
Yeah.
And you're
The-
standing
the-
with those straight.
The
Crown.
poster outside. So the first poster caused some confusion.
Absolutely,
because it
the
was,
one because it did look
because it
with
had
the
the mask and all right. And then we immediately changed that and did videos for a year saying it's not this, and all the writing on the website says
But
this is
hold
a
on.
stand-up
You
comedy
can-
or
you
it's
can
rude,
also
you know.
see that if people booked it from the first thing, you know, somebody went, "We'll book that."
Yeah.
When the first
But
thing
even
came
then,
out,
all the writing that goes with it is all.
they say it's a new
This is a
comedy.
new
Yeah.
comedy hour, and it's rude, you know, like 18 plus.
Who
Well,
books
I wasn't
a
going to
show
go
and
because I'm
doesn't know what
so
it's about?
I know.
shielded from
Well,
his
Think about
filth.
28 people from some.
No, but think about like what show is there on now that you go, Jesus,
I'm going to
that
say I
really
have no
was
idea
not.
what it is. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For God's sake, don't do Les Mis now, because God knows
I
what
know, yeah.
it's coming out.
Yeah, it's my,
Bring
my,
him
my
home.
next show's called Les Miserable.
Yeah. Just
Less
some-
miserable.
Sure, we.
Yeah. so it's fucking mental.
Is that
But
your man out of Coronation Street?
yeah, it's just Les Battersby.
No,
Yeah.
less miserable, like less miserable.
yeah.
And then you could get bunched on and say, you know, take
just right
her
on it.
home. Your mom is miserable.
Oh, that's fucking mental. I think it's funny though. Like, so part of me laughed about it, and then I sort of went, I'm picturing wee biddies, you know, handing over
Well, hold
money
on.
that they don't
Yes.
have to.
I know the way you've
At the
shouted
same
out
time-
at old biddies on the road before, so it doesn't.
At the same time.
Why would you bring that up?
At the same time, there could have been other people that went.
Have we talked
just-
about that on here?
I
What?
don't know.
Have we talked about the time that I yelled at an old woman at the park centre?
Which time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Which time? This was
Me, it was me.
This is literally the worst thing I've ever done. I think.
It is.
So-
Do not try to blame it on me.
I'm not.
Was
It was a wee bit.
by the car.
It was motivated by you, Kev. So
Aye, but you're intelligent enough.
quick story, very quick. So we were
Don't give off too many details. I don't want to get.
we had a match booked at the PEC at Queens. But
This
the
is the quick
we used to go every Sunday with lads out of
Once
Tesco.
upon a time.
And it's been
In the
84
dark.
years, right? So we went.
It was a dark,
We,
miserable evening.
we went to the park centre to get a new football.
The
to get a
autumn
couple of new
leaves were
balls.
falling. Go on, you go
And
ahead.
all
I'll
the-
just do
and
the
all-
background.
All the lads will be texting, right? All the lads will be texting.
See, they
But
got
at the
there. All
park
the lads
centre-
were tagging
But at the
me.
park centre, there's no signal. So I came out we came out to the car. Kev was driving. We were in the Hyundai, weren't we?
Could be, yep.
The what do you call it? The
Pushy
Pushy
Slayer.
Slayer, right? Which was called that because Kev ran over a cat in it. True story. And
Which was
to
your
be fair,
fault.
to be fair, that cat did not want to live. Like a
It
cat
ran.
did,
It ran
did everything.
straight out of a field.
It
into
literally,
the-
as
Sheila-
we're passing,
Sheila,
it just
hurry
went-
them up there. Sheila, hurry them up. Hurry them up there.
I'd hurry
Anyway,
up.
so Kev killed a cat, and then we're
by
at
accident.
the park centre, right? We're at the park centre.
I didn't kill it. I made it part of the road.
That's right. Kev,
The car
Kev
behind
landed,
us
the car,
killed it.
the car behind us ran. It went like this.
Was it a
I
black
must-
cat? So it
I
blended
must-
in.
Went, "Mer," right.
I must have head into the tarmac. Your other man killed its arse.
This is the quick version. Sweet God.
So we're at the park centre, and as we go to drive, we're
But
running a wee
nobody's
bit
in any
late to the
hurry,
game.
right?
As we're trying
the wind
to
was
get out,
blowing.
fuck up, as we try to get out of the park centre, this
Was it-
old woman with a wee tragedy trolley, the wee tartan box, right, on wheels. And,
Poor woman.
and she looked like a corpse.
She's probably a
Kev said.
pensioner.
She was an old
She
bitch,
had only been
right?
given a fortnight to live.
And she's standing.
And she was down getting her, her
she
messages
got-
and
The
her
doc-
medicine out of
the doctor
boots.
gave her 2 weeks to live, and
And
then
it
she couldn't
started
pay her bills,
yesterday.
and he gave her another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's a-
I don't
that's a
know if
classic,
He's gonna say you're going to say the full thing.
I won't say the actual word.
No,
but
don't say a
so,
bad
so
word.
this is what happened. That, by the way, that's a Henny Youngman joke I just told. But anyway, I have to give credit. So anyway, we're driving out, and this old bitch is standing in the middle of the exit, like in the middle of the exit
And
for
the
cars.
old, is that the,
This
the
is
old
out,
lady
out of the
with
side of the park centre
suffering
on the
from
Donegal
dementia,
Road.
was she? Yeah.
Right. And
Her husband
Kev
was
goes,
dead. She lived
tell
on her
that
own.
old C to get off the road. And without looking up from my phone, I rolled down the window and go, get off the road, you old C. Right? And as soon as it did it, I went,
He knew he was going to hell. That'll be
It's
written
the
down in
worst
the
thing
big
I've ever
book.
done.
I wheel spun from the fucking gate to the top
So
of the
we
street.
got away, and by the time before we were past the balls on the falls, he goes, she's probably going to tell her kids, who are probably older than us, about that today. And I was like, no.
I won't even repeat the word he used to call me.
Oh, Jesus. Do you know what? I know for a fact that happened a couple of weeks before you killed the cat, because I know that whenever we ran
Here we
over the
go,
cat,
here we go.
I said to you,
What
that
year was it,
Mr.
Kieran?
Tibbs, and that's
Kieran, what
probably
was it? What year was that, Kieran? What were you wearing, son?
2008.
Had you got those lovely,
'Cause
shitty
we ran over that.
trousers that you used to go out playing in? Remember that old brownie coloured
Ah, that's
trousers
what I was
that you
wearing.
loved? I knew that.
Known
With your socks
affectionately
up
by
over
my
the
mates
leg.
as the
I was
twank
ashamed
pants.
every week. You know, where's my good trousers?
Remember them?
Oh my God.
They were brilliant for
They were
doing that
awful
thing,
looking.
but
I
they
was
were-
ashamed. You must have bought them in a bloody charity shop.
You
So I
bought
never
them?
bought
You fucking bought
bloody-
You
I
fucking
never
did
bought
buy me them.
And then
They were
and then
shite
he
brown
would've put
track
the-
bottoms,
and
and I
he
would
would've
put my
put the
football socks over them.
over it.
I'm a shin
And he was
pads
like
in.
an orphan as a storm coming out. I was ashamed.
Orphan of the storm.
And he lived on Black's Road. Everybody was ashamed.
I
We were thinking you were from some other part of the road.
I was
With that
the boys used to refer to them as the twank pants. That's what I
Not a
said.
fucking
They
bloody
were
wonder.
they were
Awful looking.
they were I did used to say we're on it because you were probably
They
trying
were
to
the
throw
most
them out.
comfortable things
They
he
were the,
ever wore.
they were the
They were-
best trousers for doing that in that I ever had. They were. They were the
About three
perfect
people
length.
could have fitted into them.
No,
Got
but
that
they were
washed out.
they were the perfect length. They were the
perfect-
Absorbable.
They were
Perfect
what?
weight.
They absorb the water.
They
on
absorb-
it.
the
Perfect
water.
weight. They were just.
See the ones
just
I
right.
have now. Now I don't do nets as often. The ones I have
Seriously?
now are all padded and all right. Like they have like special.
Because
But
you've got
but-
money now.
But they're like, but
They see because you're
But they're like leggings.
you're ripping 20-year-old women off out in the you know, I'm letting on I'm the Phantom of the Opera. Come on down and give me your money. Do I get these good trousers?
and then when they're there, I'll say the immortal words. If you don't like us, I've already got your money off my dick. Which I did say. Oh, fuck 'em.
That must have hurt more than
I now
anything.
have
Fuck 'em.
padded trousers and some you know. These people aren't even getting heating money for Christmas, and you're taking their money.
I've just
And you
said
should feel
I
really
would
bad.
Consider giving them it
Yes,
back, but
because they're
then
not even getting their £200, and
28
some of them are probably widows, so we'd get the
say,
100,
say
but they're
30
taking it
people
all
buying
off
those
them.
tickets. It's like £600 now. I don't own the £600. I'd probably
Neither do
I
they,
would- I
because
would
you ripped
probably-
them off.
I would clear less than that.
How much?
Here,
I clear only a percentage.
see if they got up
10%.
before half time and walked out, give them their money back. If they've seen half the show, tough shit. That's what I say. Fuck them. Let them burn.
If they make it to a whole new world. Fuck
What
'em.
was your favourite part of the show?
Yeah, what was your favourite bit?
The bit, the bit that I was surprised at was when Chloe came out to sing with you, because I didn't know any of that, wasn't expecting that, and at the end of it, when the three of us were on the
Yeah.
stage, was brilliant. Like I really did enjoy that. So I'm not even going to try to be funny to think of something that's nasty to say. It was very good. I didn't like.
Thank you-
I
thank you.
didn't like people said. He said. Aoife said. Granny, it's only words. Mommy, it's only words. And I went, yes, but it's words coming out of his mouth, right? That I don't allow him to say.
But here,
And hold on. I'm very aware that we're keeping these people back.
oh shit, yeah, we are actually.
See,
yeah,
look at
time-wise.
that.
I appreciate that.
Thank
We've
you.
got
I'm being
questions.
very good, Alma.
Let's do a couple of questions with a few minutes here. Head us up now.
So
Will you hear?
Patreon questions. Terry wants to know, Sheila, what's your favourite Doogie's Goodies, and also who's your favourite child?
Oh jeez.
And then there was a follow up to that, and Aileen
The Child of
Bartlett.
Prague.
Because she wants to know.
Aileen
too.
Bartlett said
She-
yes.
Yes, she
why am I
always
your
wants to know.
favourite?
She's not going to find out. I'll tell you, he's my favourite child.
Child of
There's
Prague.
8 of them, right? 8 of them. And each of them have their own special thing. They're like a jigsaw puzzle. So when they're all together, they all have good points.
I'm one of the
they all
corners
have
though.
bad points. I don't
You
love
need
any
me.
of them better than the other one. I hate them all at times. I love them all at times, but there's no favourite.
Right.
I'm a
Right.
piece of blue sky.
What about
And
your favourite?
The
Doogie's
favourite
Goodies?
Doogie's Goodies is probably
I like that.
their-
I like that chocolate French
their
fancy.
is their pineapple cream. Has to be their pineapple
They do a
cream.
dirty pineapple
Or
cream.
their wee, the wee,
wee iced
jam and
diamond?
coconut.
Oh,
Oh, no.
the wee-
That's-
wee,
No, I
haystack?
love iced diamonds.
I know.
Why would I like iced diamonds?
It's like an iced diamond. It's like a wedding. It's the wedding cake one. It's not. It isn't the.
Oh, aye, sponge one. It's not
Yeah,
vanilla.
it's
It's
not
gonna,
a-
it's gonna
yeah.
go. They're same as O'Hara's. No. O'Hara's iced diamonds. No. I told you what I like. Pineapple cream.
Jesus.
Pi-
Okay.
And for the answer to yelling is you're never going to find out. It's all
The
in
jammy
here.
Doogie as well. It's good.
Brooksy wants to know any advice for a new parent, any tips for getting 1-year-olds that don't sleep down?
Yes, you get an aspirin and you put it on their head and you hit it with a hammer.
What did she say? What did you say? You get an aspirin.
You set it there in their head and you hit it with a hammer.
That's worse than what I said. I just casually went, shake them, right? Nobody heard.
No. Because
2 minutes in the microwave.
as long as you use a soft hammer, nobody ever see the bruise. No, yes, there is no nice way. There's just walk the floor,
But you know
keep
what? though?
singing.
Well, this was the thing, because whenever, obviously I was the youngest in our house, but whenever Ronan and Aoife came along, and Ilby and whatever, it was very interesting to see you and Dad. It was interesting for me to see, like, one of those kids could be squealing, and you should just lift it, and it would just fucking stop. And
Unlike Kieran, who didn't sleep anyway.
Yeah, but it was like I specifically remember Dad, like, just creating silence out of a screaming child, like, you know what I mean, just by lifting it. You know what I mean, and you did it too. But it was an interesting thing to witness, because like everyone else is just going, fuck, and then
A
like,
child of one, they feel the tension you have, and you're relaxed and kind of, and then the child's crying because maybe it's sick or whatever. But if it's just that time of night and they're exhausted, and so are you, just keep singing till they go to sleep, and don't mention their name in the middle of the song like Kieran, or you better out no. You know, I used to sing to him and go, "It's time for my wee baby Kieran," and then you got that. He went, "No!"
don't like people fucking with the lyrics, Dan. Ironically, now that's funny though. I can't
Twinkle,
believe-
Every time,
little
I know
star.
you would have been singing and singing. I'd have been going to kiss you in the end. It's time for my big boy Kieran to go to sleep. No! He was a wee shit.
I'm getting fucking ripped up.
You were, but well, let's put it like this: he
I
was
didn't
number
sleep.
8. And Jim always said, if you'd been number 1, that's all we would have had. Would have been Kieran.
wouldn't have
The
needed
rest
all the
of
other
wouldn't have
ones.
existed,
Got it right
'cause he
this
nearly
time.
drove his
You
mad.
broke the
He
mold.
friggin' never slept.
Yeah.
Whose cooking do you prefer, Kieran's or Chloe's?
Oh, Jesus, now somebody wants to cause a row here.
I know.
I've never seen our Kieran cooking in my life.
You're gonna cause a fucking riot. Fucking fly kick you.
He makes a lovely cup of tea.
It's just fucking horrifying.
Kieran,
Never seen
Chloe
me
is
cook
a
in my
good
life.
cook. Chloe is a good cook. now.
I don't even want to go into the amount of cooking I did in your
Kieran,
house.
you weren't asked. That was a question for Maw Bartlett. She's answered, so we can move on.
Chloe does some great baking stuff, like
Yes,
the,
she
like
really does.
the
Chloe's a great
shortbread and
baker.
all that.
He is a good cook now, you know. But I mean, it's been that long.
It has been a long time.
It's been
since
a
I've
that
sampled.
long since he
See, to be
invited me
fair,
out for
it's
my
been-
dinner.
it's
I
been-
wouldn't know.
It's been a long time since I've cooked, to be fair.
It's been a
but
long
we're-
time since
we're-
you invited me anywhere that you were cooking either. Didn't even send me a Dougie's bun from your flipping show, but go ahead. Is that it?
William wants to know what career would Maw Bartlett have chosen for Kieran?
Cleaner on Epstein's Island.
What career would I have chosen? I wouldn't have ever thought he would have been doing stand up or doing what he does, because he was. I know we're laughing at him doing the shows and all, but he was quite a quiet child. I would never have thought he would have had the bottle to stand up and do what he does. So that's probably not what I would have chosen for him. I don't know.
Priest.
I know.
Fuck up.
No, he wouldn't have been a good priest. That mouth.
I know.
Oh my God, he'd have got up in the pulpit and the people that walked out of your show.
I know, yeah,
The
yeah.
chapels would have been empty. What the F are you doing? You know, who owns that? Get that out.
All right, the ball bags. How's it going?
Back to your Sunday sermon.
Yeah.
Final question.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your favourite saint and what's your favourite piece of Catholic merch?
Who are these people? Who the fuck asked that? Was that you asking that?
Connor?
All right.
Why would I ask that?
Favourite saint?
Who's your favourite saint? I always enjoyed.
I think Roger Moore.
Oh, that's great for me, Kev. That's fucking great for me. I enjoy
Connor
the
was
story. Yeah, he literally was.
Is the only one I could think of.
Do you know the bit in the movie? There's a bit in the movie that I love though, where he pulls Elizabeth Shue by having long flowing hair and lying down beside like a statue of somebody, I can't remember, some scientist or something, Isaac Newton or something. He's like, she's like over looking at the statue and he's in the background. He just goes, "Do you like it?" She goes, "What?" And he goes, "The statue. Do you like it?" And then 2 seconds later, it's fucking on. But
That's a
favorite saint. I like the story of Saint Lawrence. And
yes. Turn over. No, well,
he's meant to have been getting burnt alive and asked him to turn him over because he was done on that side. I enjoy keeping your banter to the last. You know what I mean?
Right, and favourite merch, no. The one thing that they're doing, there was actually a guy I was speaking to yesterday, he was looking at some icons that Jim had painted. And when Kieran and Chloe Jim had painted this icon of the Holy Family, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph and a wee donkey, just at the LM. And when they were in Rome,
The donkey's
away
being
in
hanged
this
in the
wee
background.
corner of the chapel, there was the same icon
Yeah.
Jim had painted 6 years or 7 years beforehand. And that there's a great thing, and the picture that Jim had painted, the icon of Our Lady, that has in the house. That's my favourite saint. There's not many of them, probably, but just myself. I think
Wouldn't surpass you.
Alan
you
St. Maximin.
you couldn't really surpass myself. I'm a legend in my time.
Yeah, I wonder.
I just want somebody to
Merch-wise,
write to the
Have
Pope.
you seen the new saint? He was like a 16-year-old.
Yeah, he's the patron saint of the internet.
Swear to God,
Young
mate.
people. Carlo, somebody. He's. I can't say his second name.
What
'cause
was
I
the
don't know it.
miracles he pulled off? Like, you
No,
know,
he has, yes,
deleting
he
his search
has.
history before his mass saw it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right. This has been. Oh no, Jesus Christ!
I'm the one here who's
You wanna-
keeping time
you come
because
host
I
it,
know.
sure.
Pardon?
You host right now. Thanks for joining us here. This has been a lot of crack, and yeah, we'll see you. We'll
Can
see
I
you
do
the
one
next
thing
one.
before we go?
Go on. No, do you know what they used to do? Him and our Declan. One of them would grab me, hold my arms out, and the other one would drill under my arms, literally going like this, like that. It tickles, but it hurts so much you can't breathe. You just stop and able. Anyway, look, it's neither here nor there. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for joining us.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for being
everybody.
here.
Bye.
See you later.
Cheers.
Bye. It was good. Bye.
Oh, love it.